We are back in Brooklyn, Nets and Rockets. Boy, Kyrie Irving had himself a night last night. You heard Nick give him out a silver medal. It was at Barclays, was 42 points. Brooklyn beating up on the lowly Rockets. The game was good, but Kyrie's comments after shoot-around yesterday that grabbed our attention. Take a listen to this.
You guys are healthy. Do you think this team has enough to still win a title this year?
We'll see. We'll see, man. We can't predict the future as of right now. Anytime I try to do that, God has a way of making it humbling me. So, I'm just going to take it one day at a time, like I've been saying all season. And, game to game, I can't even think about if we win all 4 games, if we go 3-1, if we go 2-1, then who we play. I can't even think like that.
A lot of scenarios there, a lot of scenarios. NBA champ Antoine Walker with us. Twan, good morning. What did you make of Kyrie's comments?
Well, I agree with him to a certain degree. I think for him, he's been a complete distraction for the team this year, and he understands that. I think also the news coming out a couple of days ago that Ben Simmons was done for the year can be a little deflating, thinking that this guy maybe could, is going to come back and play. So when you start thinking the ultimate is winning the championship, that's tough to fathom as they fight in the play-in situation and you don't know who you're playing. So I have no problems with his comments. I think this team is built to be good over the next couple years. I didn't think they were going to be able to just put it all together and win a title this year. I've always said, and I'm going to continue to say, they're going to be a tough out because of what he did last night. Durant and him can have these moments offensively that are really scary, and they can beat a team on any given night. So I do still believe they're going to be a tough out. But when you talk about championship aspirations and those things, I think that is a little far-fetched. I think Kyrie does know that. And for him personally, he's been a distraction. I don't think he wants to put any bold predictions out there and add any more pressure to this team. I think he just wants to play and let the chips fall where they may. But I'll say it again, last night's performance was incredible if you didn't get an opportunity to see that game. And him and Durant has that ability. LeBron with the 55-point performance, that's what's going to still continually make these guys a tough out come playoff time.
No, and I had a chance to see the game. And, in fact, Jenna, his seat was – you said you were going with me. I paid extra for that second seat. You never showed up. You don't answer my text. I'm sitting there at Barclays all alone waiting for you to join me to watch the show, but that's fine. Another time. No, I mean, literally, it's fine. It wasted money. Don't worry about it. It's fine. But, yeah, listen, Kyrie was brilliant last night. I'm worried about it. And he was honest before the game. Because, Brew, Kyrie knows what I know, but what you somehow don't know, which is they can't win the title. He didn't have to predict. The question wasn't, will you guarantee the Nets win the title? It was, do you guys have enough when you're healthy? If he would have said, yeah, of course we have enough, but then we'll see what that's not predicting the title. That's not guaranteeing. But he was honest. He was like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I don't know. My coach he didn't know this was going to happen, but we were leading that Rockets team by double digits the whole second half, and my coach still played me 40 minutes because he, sometimes forgets he's in charge of the substitutions. And so he knows. Durant knows. Durant and Kyrie keep telling you they know they can't win the title. And you keep coming out in here being like, oh, other than the Bucks, they're dangerous. And so I just don't know what you have to hear from the actual people involved to be like, it's odd that I, Chris Broussard, have more faith in the Nets than members of the Nets. If I were you, it would feel weird to me. Yeah.
For the 73rd time on this show, I haven't predicted that the Nets are winning the East.
No.
All right, once James Harden quit on them and was traded and they got Ben Simmons, what did I say? When that trade was made, I said it's better right now for Philadelphia. The Nets won't be very good this year. Next year they'll be good when Ben Simmons can play. That's what I said. All right, so I'm not predicting a Nets championship. That's number one. Number two,
but you're not writing
I don't think the words. I don't think I'm like Twan. They're dangerous. That's all I'm saying. But I don't think the words, no, we can't win it or whatever you said about it, those words never came out of his mouth. I actually love Kyrie's statement. It's right on the money. And I said it earlier, the first segment of the show. LeBron could learn from this. Kyrie said, look, Whenever I come out here and predict we're going to win something, God has a way of humbling me. All right? I like it. Kyrie's mentality is exactly where it should be. One day at a time. I know it's a cliche, and it sounds like, oh, he's just spouting cliches. But no, that's the truth, Wilds. Phil Jackson, what did he always want his players to do? Value the journey. Stay in the present. Don't, even when you're in a series, don't look ahead to the next game, the game after that. Stay in the present. And that's what Kyrie is doing, and that's the best mentality the Nets can have. One game at a time, one practice, one game, everything at a time. And so I like it. I know Nick wants him to be like, we got our swagger back. How'd that work out, Nick? Would you rather have heard that from Kyrie? How'd that work out? I love it. Kyrie was right on the money.
We should have never shown Broussard that clip. I'm just for the record.
I was going to say the same thing.
I take back that clip. Antoine, I'm still wildly optimistic about the Nets. I don't care about the play, and it's like, oh, anything can happen. Like, yeah, you know what? If St. Peter's can win some in the tournament, so can the Brooklyn Nets. If, like, in the metro New York area, St. Peter's can't not be afraid to go into the tournament. The Brooklyn Nets are. And I know the other argument is this, like, well, then they got to go all the way to the championship on the road. Like, who cares? It's not the football playoffs where you got to win every road game. And by the way, Tom Brady just did it. Just win your home games and then win game 7, just like Giannis did to you. So I'm not worried at all about the play-in, and I'm not worried about not having home court advantage. Do you think I'm too optimistic and I'm treating home court advantage? I'm not giving it enough credit because I'm not worried about it at all.
No, home court advantage doesn't matter. Not to a Brooklyn team when you got two tremendous offensive players like KD and Kyrie Irving. They could go on the road and get a win. I think we just got to call space back. This is an incomplete roster, an incomplete situation that we're going to have to see it all the way through. And I mean, one, we don't know if Steve Nash can be the coach. Is he's the right coach to lead this group? That's a question mark they have to think about when probably the season over with. Then also you got to think about, too, we got to get Ben Simmons back in the mix. You got to see how he's going to gel with these guys. They'll come, obviously, with a full training camp and all those things next year. And you also got to think about they're horrible defensively. So you got to fix that problem, too, as well. And you got to try to figure out maybe adding 1 or 2 role players to go along with all this offensive talent. We know how good Ben Simmons is defensively, so you're going to add a great defensive guy there. But they got to get better defensively. So it's an incomplete roster, an incomplete situation that has an opportunity to be a dangerous and fun group in the playoffs. Because I think internally the expectations are not to win a championship. I think they believe they're going to be good over the next couple years.
There you go. And just, if I may, just very quickly here, and I hate to do this to my great teammate Kevin Wildes, but when you have a fact error that egregious, I have to point it out. I can't wait for the break.
What did I do?
Tom Brady did not win all road games en route to a Super Bowl. He won 3 road games and then had a wildly unfair home field advantage in the Super Bowl, which we then saw once again rear its head this year. Teams at home in Super Bowls are historically undefeated. It should never be allowed to happen again. That's first point. I mean, just the facts, guys. Literally, home teams in the Super Bowl have always won and never lost, and it's crazy that this is allowed to happen in the NFL. So that's first point. Second point is this. Wildes and Brew keep trying to trick the audience into thinking Antoine is agreeing with them. Antoine is agreeing with me. Antoine and I are the two people here saying
you don't
the
even
Nets
think they're dangerous.
Hold on a second. Antoine, you believe they are drawing dead to win the title. You think they have no chance this year to win the title, correct?
No, they don't. They don't have a chance.
I want to hear it
at all.
Thank
they
you.
Do not have a
Thank
chance
you.
To win at all.
So you guys,
they have
exactly.
Kansas has a 0% chance.
Hold on.
Eastern Conference has too many good teams, and I don't know who they're going to play or what the situation is going to be. They got too many good teams. They're not going to be able to just turn it on like that. No.
Yes, thank you. That's all. I just wanted it to be clear.
Nick thinks in his heart of hearts,
Twan, he thinks you guys are crazy.
Twan, before you align yourself with Nick, he thinks they're going to lose in the play-in. If he really is on, Nick,
no, I
just
do not.
admit it.
I have
We've
not
been
said
saying
that.
admit it all show.
No,
you think
I think they're
they're
going to lose in round one.
Oh, without
I think they're going to. I got to see who they play in the play-in.
They're going to play Cleveland.
I got to see what
if they get Philly.
If they play Cleveland, yeah.
If they're
going to lose in round one. I don't care who it is. They're losing in round one. I don't care who they play. They are losing in round one. That is not dangerous. And the whole
not saying